Man, what y'all think about the title of the vid? Is people really on that and all like that? What is people really on out here, gang? Real, for real. What is people really on? What is people really on? Talk to me. Get close that door, you too loud. Close that door, you too loud. I'm gonna see if Google Gemini know about this. So I just put up the title Greensboro man in North Carolina had enough fentanyl to kill 3 million people. That's what he was caught with.
I couldn't find anything about that. Do you have any more information
No,
about the incident?
no. The story just came out yesterday or the day this morning. The Greensboro man found with enough fentanyl to kill 3 million people.
Okay, I found a news story about it. It says a Greensboro man was arrested after police found him with enough fentanyl to potentially kill 3 million people. They also seized guns and cash. Would you like to hear more details from the article?
How much cash did they get? Probably about 20.
Actually, they found over $222,000 in cash.
What I was talking about wasn't nothing. Then they got a lot of cash up out of the game. You know what I was.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of cash. It sounds like they took down a major operation.
So what was he doing riding with all that cash? Was it like, I mean, who rides with that amount of cash? Even if you is in a major operation.
Well, the article doesn't say exactly what he was doing with that much cash. It's possible he was involved in some kind of illegal activity, but it's hard to say for sure.
Oh, he definitely was illegal enough to kill 3 million people. Like, what does that fentanyl do? I'm lost.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid pain reliever. It's similar to morphine, but much stronger. Even a tiny amount can be lethal, which is why the amount this guy had is so alarming. Do you want to know more about the dangers of fentanyl?
Yeah, so you can't even touch it. You can't even smell it.
That's right. Fentanyl is so potent that even inhaling or touching it can be dangerous. It's really scary stuff.
So how did he have that much? What, he had a mask on or something?
Yes, handling fentanyl requires special safety precautions like wearing gloves and a respirator to avoid accidental exposure.
So he was riding around with a respirator on.
I don't know for sure, but it's possible he was wearing protective gear. The article doesn't mention it though.
Nah, he wasn't riding around with no protective gear on. Uh, it must have been
No,
sealed. People that deal with it, anybody that deal with it, they don't have on no protective gear.
that's incredibly dangerous. Fentanyl is so potent that even a tiny amount absorbed through the skin or inhaled can be lethal.
I know, but
It's really scary
how
stuff.
do these people break it down, ship it? How? What is the process of it? Low level street
I,
people, low level street people that get their hands on fentanyl, they cannot. They don't have no masks or no gloves or nothing like that.
you're right, that's incredibly
So
dangerous. Fentanyl is so.
if it'll kill you like that, why do people take it then? Or how can they take it? As soon as you take it, you're gonna be dead. So tell me more about it.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid. It's similar to morphine but much stronger. It's also highly addictive. People who become addicted to fentanyl may continue to use it despite the risks. Would you like to learn more about fentanyl addiction?
Tell me how the people break it down and how they're able to transform it into whatever substance that they use it in without their lives being in danger.
Fentanyl is often mixed with other substances like heroin, cocaine, or methamphetamine to increase their potency. This is
Okay.
incredibly dangerous.
So if you mixing it, how is it not dangerous to you? Because don't you have to handle it? Don't you have to smell it? Don't you have to inhale it?
Fentanyl is so potent that even a tiny amount absorbed through the skin or inhaled can be lethal.
I
That's why
know.
people who handle it often wear protective gear like gloves and masks.
So riding around with
Okay,
enough to kill 3 million people, isn't it
yes,
busting out?
that's right. The amount
Isn't
of
isn't it busting through the bag? Can't you smell it through the bag? Isn't it enough to kill you instantly?
That's right. Fentanyl is so potent that even inhaling or touching it can be dangerous. It's incredibly scary stuff.
I mean, I don't want that stuff nowhere near me. If you could just inhale it and you're out.
I understand your concern. Fentanyl is incredibly dangerous, and even a tiny amount can be lethal. It's important to be aware of the risks and take precautions to protect yourself.
So
Does
how
anyone you know?
how do people handle that? I don't know no one. I just want to know how do people, because I seen on a police show, I seen a cop. He took some out of someone's pocket and instantly fell out. Bam, hit the ground, almost died. But they put that stuff up to him and brought him back.
That's right. Even a tiny amount of fentanyl can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs, and people might not even know they're taking it. Would you like to learn more about how fentanyl is mixed with other drugs?
But the handlers of it, I know that guy's not riding around with gloves and a mask on. That's a dead giveaway.
You're right, that would be suspicious.
And,
People who handle fentanyl.
and a regular mask can't stop it. You have to have an oxygen mask.
That's right. A regular mask won't protect you from fentanyl. You'd need a specialized respirator to filter out the particles.
This is true. I'm looking younger
Okay,
than ever.
I'm
I'm
glad we
so
cleared that
young
up.
now. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm always ready to learn new things and have interesting conversations.
That's
What's on
good.
your mind today?
Why is Donald Trump doing to people like this?
Donald Trump's policies have been a major point of discussion. Some people feel that his focus on tax cuts for corporations and deregulation benefits the wealthy at the expense of working class families. Others support his stance on border security and trade. What specific policies are you concerned about?
Ain't he gonna make America great again?
Donald Trump's slogan, Make America Great Again, suggests a desire to restore the country to a perceived past state of prosperity and strength. However,
When? Hold
there are
up, hold up,
differing
hold
views.
up, hold up. What date was that? What date was that? I'm just wondering because was it when the black people had Black Wall Street?
Black Wall Street was a thriving black community in Tulsa, Oklahoma, around the early 1900s. It was destroyed in 1921 during the Tulsa Race Massacre.
Okay. Those people was doing well, very well. So why would you want to destroy them? Because they was doing better than you. They had their own everything. They didn't have to go outside of their city for nothing.
The destruction of Black Wall Street was driven by racial hatred and jealousy. White residents of Tulsa were resentful of the black community's success and wealth. The massacre was a horrific act of violence that resulted in the deaths of hundreds of black people and the destruction of their homes and businesses.
Oh. See, I was happy about the first part. You said the last part. Mm-mm.
I understand. The Tulsa Race Massacre was a horrific event, and it's important to remember the victims and the injustice they faced. I'm here to provide information and
How
answer your questions, but I
how
want to be.
how 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 thorough thorough was those black people? How prominent of a culture of a good thing that they had going on? How did they outdo their white counterparts?
Black Wall Street was a really impressive example of Black economic success. It was a self sufficient community with its own businesses, schools, and even a hospital. The people there were thriving, and it was a real testament to what Black communities can achieve. Do you want to hear more about the history of Black Wall Street?
How did the people get along?
In its prime, Black Wall Street was a hub of Black owned businesses and wealth. It had luxury shops, restaurants, theaters, and even its own bus system. It was a really successful community and a powerful symbol of Black economic achievement.
So they lived basically like what we see today, but they just was their skin tone was black. You know, it was great.
Yes,
They were strong individual people. So you said the white folks was jealous of the black people.
yes, some historians believe that jealousy over the Black community's wealth and success was a factor in the Tulsa Race Massacre.
Mm, mm, mm. What makes a white person jealous of a black person?
Jealousy can stem from a sense of insecurity or inadequacy. When someone feels threatened by another person's success or advantages, they may experience jealousy. It's
What
not
what
about
makes a
race,
whole
but
township a boatload of white people jealous of a boatload of black people?
jealousy can occur when one group perceives another group as having advantages or successes they don't have. In the case of the Tulsa Race Massacre, some historians suggest that white residents were jealous of the economic prosperity of the Black community in Greenwood.
It had to be so good. The breakfast had to be so good. The living had to be so good. The way the people dressed had to be so good. The way they maintained and ran their systems, had to be great. It just had to be top tier. Their plumbers, their engineers, their electricians, everything was top tier. And you couldn't do nothing but be mad and hate on it. That was it. That was it. I see your true colors shining through. So, what happened to Tulsa, Oklahoma? They set it on fire. They dropped the bomb on it, then.
There's no evidence that bombs were dropped during the Tulsa Race Massacre. However, there are accounts of airplanes being used to drop incendiary devices, which started fires that destroyed many buildings.
They dropped the bomb on Tulsa, Oklahoma. That was the saying. Tell the people the truth. They dropped the bomb on Tulsa, or was that Tulsa? Where
Okay, I understand your concern.
where was the place where the black people got bombed in America by their own Americans?
The Tulsa Race Massacre is the most well known instance of Black Americans being attacked and killed by other Americans. It happened in 1921 when a white mob attacked residents and businesses in the predominantly Black Greenwood
But
district in Tulsa,
weren't the white people doing good themselves, or the black people just was doing so outstanding with building their stuff up? The white folks looked like they was in ran down shacks, and the black folks looked like they was staying in prominent greenland areas. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful back in those days in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's just like black folks had everything. It's like they was rich. And it was like the white people was staying in the scums. And
You're right, Black Wall Street was a thriving community with beautiful homes and businesses. It was a stark contrast to the poverty that many white
Ooh.
communities experienced at the time. This economic
Mm,
disparity likely fueled resentment and jealousy, contributing to the tragic events of the Tulsa Race Massacre.
it was so good. It was so good to stay there. It was good to be there. Only if I could have seen. Mm, mm, mm. What was the other Black Wall Street at?
There's no other place that was called Black Wall Street at the time, but there were other black communities with thriving business districts. One example is Haiti District in Durham, North Carolina. It was a center of black commerce and culture in the early 1900s.
Mm. What about in Florida?
There wasn't a place called Black Wall Street in Florida, but there was a thriving black community in the town of Rosewood. It was destroyed in 1923 in a racially motivated attack.
Rosewood, man. Okay. Where was the other black communities at that was thriving all around in America?
There were thriving black communities all over the country. Some examples include the Haiti District in Durham, North Carolina, and Jackson Ward in Richmond, Virginia. Would you like to hear more about these
I
communities?
know that one in Richmond. I know that one. What about the one in New York City?
Harlem, in New York City, was a major center of black culture and commerce in the early 1900s. It was a hub for jazz music, literature, and art, and it had a vibrant business district.
How? Who was who thrived the most, Tulsa or Harlem?
Both Tulsa and Harlem were incredibly vibrant and successful black communities in the early 1900s. Tulsa, with its Black Wall Street, was known for its economic prosperity and self sufficiency. Harlem, on the other hand, became a major cultural center, known for its contributions to music, literature, and the arts. It's tough to say which thrived more, as they both made significant contributions to black history and culture in different ways.
Did people travel back in the day to see these places?
Yes, people did travel back then to see these places. It was a way to experience Black culture and support Black owned businesses.
Well, what about Atlanta?
Atlanta has a rich history of Black communities. In the early 1900s, Auburn Avenue was the heart of Black commerce and social life in the city. It was known as Sweet Auburn and was home to many successful Black owned businesses, churches, and cultural institutions.
What about the Buttermilk Bottom?
Buttermilk Bottom was a historically black neighborhood in Atlanta. It was located near what's now the intersection of Piedmont Avenue and Highland Avenue. It was a close knit community with a mix of homes, businesses, and churches. Would you like to learn more about Buttermilk Bottom?
Was it black?
Yes, Buttermilk Bottom was a historically black neighborhood in Atlanta. It was a vibrant community with a mix of homes, businesses, and churches.
Mm, mm. And they took that. Who took that away from them?
Buttermilk Bottom was demolished in the 1960s to make way for urban development projects.
See,
It's a complicated.
they ran the highway through the Buttermilk Bottom.
You're right. The construction of Interstate 75 and 85 played a major role in the destruction of Buttermilk Bottom. The highway cut right through the heart of the neighborhood, displacing many residents and businesses.
And the people of Atlanta was mad, wasn't it?
Yes, there was a lot of anger and frustration about the demolition of Buttermilk Bottom. It was a close knit community, and people were upset about being forced to leave their homes and businesses.
Mm, mm. And so where did the people go?
Many residents were displaced and forced to relocate to other parts of Atlanta. Some moved to other predominantly black neighborhoods, while others left the city altogether. It was a really disruptive time for the community.
So if you was in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you was in the black community, they said they dropped a bomb on you.
It's important to clarify that while the Tulsa Race Massacre was a horrific event with significant aerial attacks, there's no official record of bombs being dropped. Eyewitnesses did report planes dropping incendiary devices, which caused fires.
You know you could join the live, Jesse. And why do you look like that? What do you mean? Talk to me. Join the live real quick. Go to my homepage. Go to the post right beside playlists on my homepage. Click on that first blue link that's in my post tab. Join the live up. Join up real quick, Jessica.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to join live
No,
streams yet.
no, I'm talking to Jessica real quick. I'm live. Google Gemini. I'm live right now with Jessica on my YouTube at Carolina Boy. Annie, I remember
I
you from earlier
understand.
too.
You're live.
Yeah.
I,
Join up. Join up. One of y'all join up real quick. Jessica, do you want to join or not? Are you going to join or not? And what do you mean? Why do you look like that? Talk to me real quick. Talk to me. I was just trying to get one of y'all to join the live stream real quick. You know, I can have one person up at a time up here, so you ain't got to be in the chat. You could talk directly to me. That means we could cover a lot more ground fast. But I see a lot of y'all camera shy and stage fright. So it's all good. You can stay right here in the chat. Tell me, what do you mean, Jessica? You said, why do you look like that? Why does your look like that? My skin clear, my teeth white. I got my hairline back, and I feel up. Talk to me. See, when I get to talking, you don't want to talk. You know, when I'm just kicking it with Google Gemini, it's all good because it feel like a game. But when I really get into it and I really get to talking to you, you know I'm a prominent person. And so now you don't want to talk. Oh man. Cat got your tongue. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was hoping that you would want to hold a conversation. Uh I oftentimes look for people to hold a conversation. That's why I do these lives. That's why I got it so you could join me real quick. If you don't know how to join me, go to my homepage right beside playlist, slide over the post, POST. Go right into my post community. Click on the first blue tab, the first blue link, and that'll be the link for this live stream right here. You know, and click it and join me up. Join me up, baby. Talk to me, Jessica. You know you're famous, and I sub. Oh wow, that's love. The all-seeing eye, not this one, but this one. You see the difference? Not this. That's different. That's what that stuff Jay Z be doing. This the new one. Now that's more like it. Woo! Had to get that out. Woo! Y'all don't understand. Mm. All right, back to the regular schedule program. Look, uh, join up real quick, Annie. I'm talking about Annie. Uh, join up real quick, man. I want to cover a lot of ground real fast, real fast. I love to cover ground. Uh, I'm pretty sure some of y'all seen my title. You know, I've started this thing talking about fentanyl. I don't care to talk about it too much anymore, but man, it's just crazy. I don't want to talk about it anymore. What's the talk be about? Talk to me what the talk be about. All right. So I was talking about, let's see what I was talking about. Google Gemini, tell me more about Black Wall Street down in Tulsa. where the white people was jealous of the black people. This is a great story. Tell me about when the white people was jealous of the black people. Even though I live in
Some
America, this is
historians
all
believe
good.
that
I don't care about that slavery stuff, none of that racist stuff. I just like this story. It's just it amazed me that we was doing that good, and I'm looking for that type of community right now.
it's understandable that you find this story compelling. The success of Black Wall Street is a powerful example of what communities can achieve. It's inspiring to see that kind of resilience and determination.
I had a dream I was in a black community, right? And this what the dream. All the houses was built different, beautiful architecture. And but it was about breakfast. You could smell different aromas coming from different houses. And you would walk in the community and they would say, "Hey, come here, Carolina Bull, come try this, come try that." And I would go from house to house every morning trying this different food. The community was so lovely. It was a beautiful community right here in America, sort of like the Buttermilk Bottom down in Atlanta, before they ran Highway 85 through it, you know. But man, you would go in these communities and they would tell you early in the morning you would different architect houses and they would tell you come try these different foods, and man the community was so vibrant, so lovely. Yeah, man, it just man but yeah, all the stuff that was going down in Tulsa, Oklahoma, man, I just love to do my research on history. I should have been a history major. I love history, uh
You
it,
sound really passionate about history. It's great that you're so interested in learning about these communities. Is there anything else about Black Wall Street or other historical
yeah,
events you'd like to discuss?
just tell me, when the white people attacked, how was they able to keep the black folks from calling the feds or the federal or the government? Or how was they able to keep the black folks from not reaching out?
That's a good question. There are a few reasons why the Black residents of Greenwood might have had trouble contacting outside help during the Tulsa Race Massacre. First, the attack happened very suddenly and was extremely violent. Second, there's evidence that the white mob deliberately cut off communication lines to prevent news of the attack from spreading. Finally, there was a lot of misinformation and confusion at the time, which could have made it difficult for people to know who to call or what to say.
So they cut off the phone lines from the whole community or the city.
Yes, there's evidence that the white mob deliberately cut off phone lines to prevent the Black community from calling for help. This isolation made it much harder for them to defend themselves during the attack.
So they couldn't do nothing. They was stuck there. And they dropped bombs on them like they was in war. They took their little helicopters, choppers, and dropped uh what they say P. Diddy threw at Kid Cudi. What kind of cocktail you call it?
Molotov cocktails are what you're thinking of. They're a type of improvised bomb, and eyewitnesses reported seeing them drop from planes during the Tulsa Race Massacre. It's important to remember that this was an act of terrorism against the Black community.
Oh, Jesus, that even make an act of terrorism. White people committed an act of terrorism. It was sort of like a little mini Holocaust, against the black community right here in America. Was this 1960 what? Or
The Tulsa Race Massacre happened in
1920 what? 21?
19.
I bet you it was 1921.
Yes, it was 1921. It's a really important year to remember when we talk about the Tulsa Race Massacre.
See, black people back in the 1920s was so prominent. They were so full of life. They had so much to offer America.
You're absolutely right. The Black community in the 1920s was incredibly vibrant and full of energy. It's a testament to their resilience and creativity. especially considering the challenges they faced.
Why was black people so prominent then?
The 1920s were a time of great cultural and social change in the United States. It was a period of economic growth and prosperity, and many Black Americans were able to take advantage of new opportunities. This led to a flourishing of Black culture, particularly in urban areas like Harlem. The Harlem Renaissance, as it was known, was a time of great creativity and artistic expression, and it helped to shape the identity of Black Americans for generations to come. Would you like to hear more about the Harlem Renaissance?
Nah, it's just too good. It's too much. It's so good. It's just too much to take in. The black thriving communities like that. It's when it's good like that. It's just too good. It's hard. It's just so hard, man. I tell you, black communities.
It's definitely a lot to take in. The success of Black communities like Greenwood is inspiring, but it's also important to remember the challenges they faced. The racism and violence they endured is a stark reminder of the injustices of the past.
It's just when the black people do it and you could get them on board. It's just so good. Why is it so good?
There's a lot of power in seeing Black people come together and create something amazing. It's a reminder of the strength and resilience of the community, and it's something to be celebrated.
Oh man, why we don't celebrate Juneteenth like that?
Juneteenth is a really important holiday, and it's definitely gaining more recognition. It's a day to celebrate freedom and remember the struggles and triumphs of Black Americans. There are lots of
When
ways to
will
celebrate, like
blacks come together in kumbaya?
it's a beautiful thing when Black people come together in celebration and unity. There's a powerful sense of community and shared experience that's really special.
When would the blacks come together in kumbaya?
Kumbaya is a spiritual song that originated in the Gullah
Kumbaya.
culture of the Sea Island.
What happened if you say kumbaya? Kumbaya.
Kumbaya is a spiritual that originated in the Gullah culture of the Sea Islands of South Carolina and Georgia. It's a song that's often sung at gatherings and celebrations, and it's a way for people to connect with each other and with their faith. Would you like to hear more about the history of
It's
Kumbaya?
too good. I can't when something that good like that, I can't listen to it. I have to be in it. I have to be engulfed in it. It's just too good to listen to. What community do the black people have right now that's like a kumbaya community?
That's a great question. There are a lot of Black communities across the country that have that strong sense of togetherness. Some examples are Baldwin Hills in Los Angeles, which is known for its beautiful homes and thriving culture, and Bronzeville in Chicago, which has a
But
rich
see,
history and a vibrant.
that's the thing, Baldwin Hill. If you ain't got no money, you ain't getting in Baldwin Hill. You got to have some money to be over there in Baldwin Hill.
You're right. Baldwin Hills is known for its beautiful homes and affluent residents. It's sometimes called the Black Beverly Hills. Is there anything else you'd like to know about Baldwin Hills?
That's just superstars. I'm talking about real deep black communities. You know, Baldwin Hills is alright. Man, let me get up out of here. I done been up here long enough. I'm gonna hop back on a little later. I just want to come up here and thrive a little bit.
Okay, it was great talking with you about Black history and community. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Uh, uh, yeah, I'm gonna get back on a little later, man.
Okay, I'll be here when you get back.
All right, peace out then. Peace.
Peace out.